Namaskar. Today I would like to speak about Dayabai Vadhu, a significant tribal writer, editor, and cultural documentarian of South Gujarat, whose life's work has been devoted to preserving and transforming tribal oral traditions into written literature. His contributions stands at the intersection of folklore studies, tribal cultural history, oral narratives, and modern literary scholarship. Early life and background. Dayabai Vadhu was born 11 October 1956 in Toranvera village, Taluka Khergaon, district Navsari, earlier part of Valsad district, Gujarat, India. He completed his secondary school certificate SSC in 1976. Professionally, he later served as an employee of the State Bank of India and retired from service. However, his true identity lies far beyond his formal occupation as a custodian of tribal memory and oral heritage, especially of the Kukna tribal community. The foundation of Dayabai Vadhu's literary sensibility was laid at home. His father, Manubhai Bachalbhai Vadhu, 1938 to 2019, though formally educated only up to the second standard, was a powerful bearer of Kukna oral traditions. He was a first Sarpanch of Toranvera village, but later distanced himself from politics. Instead, he dedicated himself to preserving non-violent ritual traditions, particularly the Kanasari festival, performing ceremonial narratives through song and rhythm. He firmly rejected superstition while deeply respecting tradition. Every night, he narrated long oral version of the Mahabharata, Ramayana, and Kukna epics to his son. He believed these stories are meant to be heard and remembered, not merely read. Our people may lack formal literacy, but they are not ignorant. They carry vast narratives in their memory and pass them on as inheritance. Dayabai's mother, Valkiben Manubhai Vadhu, though not formally educated, was a living archive of Kukna oral culture. She preserved children's narrative songs, wedding songs, ritual and devotional songs. She insisted that Dayabai repeat the stories she narrated, ensuring that memory became discipline. She would often say, "This treasure came to me from my mother, and you must pass it on to your children." Life in the village was marked by severe economic hardship. There was no fixed income. Food, clothing, and schooling were constant struggles. Yet, the cultural environment was vibrant. Folk theatre and village performances, ritual storytelling during festivals, women's collective singing traditions, ceremonial narratives of Kansari, Dungardev, and village deities. These experiences formed Dayabai's aesthetic consciousness. He completed schooling by walking long distances daily. In 1976, he passed SSC with 76.25%, ranking first at his examination center. Encouraged to study science, he enrolled in college. However, due to financial constraints, he was once denied entry a laboratory for lacking mandatory equipment. That moment marked he decided to discontinue formal education and instead support his family through employment, while ensuring that his younger siblings could continue their studies. He began working as a site supervisor in 1977, and in 1979 he joined the Social Welfare Department, Ahmedabad, as a clerk. This period reopened the world of books for him. While reading folklore and anthropology, a recurring question haunted him. If my Kukna language possesses such rich stories and songs, why do they not exist in books? Encouraged by colleagues, he began writing. He translated Kukna children's stories into Gujarati, which were published in Jansatta newspaper. In 1985, he delivered his first All India radio talk on tribal literature. Between 1985 and 2021, more than 100 radio talks on tribal themes were broadcast. He regularly contributed articles to Chandni, Rang Tarang, Samarpan, Navneet, Adilok, and newspapers such as Jansatta, Lok Satta, Gujarat Mitra, Daman Ganga Times, altogether over 100 published articles. His major edited works include Kukna Kathao, 2000, Sahitya Akademi, New Delhi, Kukna Ram Katha, 2003, Meghani Lok Vidya Bhavan, The Ramayana and other oral narratives of Kuknas published by the Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore. He was the editor of the Kukna tribal magazine Dhol from 1997 to 2004. These works transformed oral narratives into academically usable texts. His work has received national and regional recognition. National Oral Literature Award 1998, Gujarati Sahitya Parishad Award 2003 for translation, Kaleshwari Award 2012 for tribal literature, Sahitya Gaurav Award 2024, Divya Bhaskar Group. His books are included in post-graduation curricula at several Indian universities including Rani Chennamma University, Belgavi, Anna Malai University, Veer Narmad South Gujarat University, Mumbai University, affiliated colleges. His reimagined sensory flood narrative has been staged at Abhivyakti Art Festival Ahmedabad and Vadodara, Minerva Theatre Festival Kolkata, Jan Yodha Festival Bhopal, National School of Drama International Theatre Festival Delhi. During the COVID period, his novel Kali Gathi was serialized in Daman Ganga Times, presenting tribal culture in novelistic form. Dayabai Vadhu's life demonstrates that literature is not born only in universities. It is born in memory, community, and lived experience. By documenting tribal oral traditions, his preserved voices that might otherwise have disappeared. His work is not merely literary, it is cultural preservation and historical responsibility. This channel is dedicated to literature, culture, folklore, and tribal studies. If you found this lecture insightful, please subscribe, like, and share it with students, researchers, and literature enthusiasts. Your support helps sustain the documentation of ancient oral traditions. Thank you. Thank you so much.